What's up guys, it's Lightsprowl here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video of a double jack-o'-lantern dragons B10 team. So I'm going to get the run started soon, and during the run I'm going to explain why I chose these guys in the team, so like what their role is, as well as why they are popular in Giants B10 and why they aren't popular in Giants B10. So I'll leave the timestamps right now to each of those three parts, so if you want to skip ahead then feel free to do that. Okay, so now that the run started, the first thing I wanted to talk about was what these guys' role is and kind of why I chose them. So chilling is the more popular of the two. So their first skill attacks 3 times, each with a chance to speed debuff. It also does damage according to their attack speed, so this skill doesn't do that much damage, but it does do a little bit. Chilling's second skill gives a speed buff and crit rate buff, which is also always nice. And Smokey's second skill attacks an enemy 4 times, each with the chance to land a glancing hit, so that's okay. And then the third skills, Chilling has a passive that makes it so he steals beneficial effects from the enemy, so he'll steal the immunity from the boss and put it on himself. And Smokey's third skill is an AoE, attack break, and heal block. They also both have dungeon leader skills, but if you have Verti-heal, you're just going to use the speed leader skill anyway, so you don't really need the chilling and Smokey leader skills. So why did I choose to put them in this team? Basically, they're just damage dealers the way I have them ruined. I don't have them ruined on a support build. If you did have them ruined on a support build, they don't do that much. They had both speed debuff on the first skill. Chilling would strip and give a speed buff. Okay, so I haven't played on this tablet before, so I didn't have an attack order set, but you will want to go just straight boss with this, so that's why it attacked the right crystal first. But Chilling could be used as a strictly support monster, but Smokey isn't quite as good. He's going to do the speed debuff like Chilling, and he has the chance to do a glancing hit and attack debuff on the boss, but it's not really that amazing. So you could rune these two as supports, but I have them both runed on a damage build, and they don't do that much damage. So now I'll get into why they are popular, and I shouldn't say why they're popular, I should really be saying why they're good in Dragons B10. I kind of explained that when I was saying why I chose them, but basically they can do a decent amount of damage on top of quite a few debuffs. So between the two of them, they've got a speed debuff, glancing hit, attack break, buff strip, and a speed buff. So they provide quite a bit of support for damage dealers, and so that's why I picked them. If you were to pick something like a Sigmarus, then you're just getting damage, whereas these guys will give you not as much damage but a lot more support. So now I'll say why they aren't that good in Dragons, and the main reason why they aren't that good is for the fact that they just aren't amazing at anything. They're not going to do that much damage, and they're not going to be the world's best supports. If you wanted to run something that did the same thing as Chilling and Smokey, you could just do something like a Hua for speed debuff and attack bar decrease, and that would replace Smokey pretty well, because the attack break has a 5-turn cooldown, and it's not a 100% chance to land. And the way that Dragons works is if you have a team that doesn't have a AoE speed debuff, the right tower is going to go a lot, which means that the immunity is going to be up a lot, so it's just not that amazing. And then in terms of the damage that they do, it's just not that great. You can see the damage they're doing here. They don't have any attack buff on this team, which would obviously make them do more. And in terms of running a double jack-o'-lantern, it's really just not the best idea. 1 jack-o'-lantern is a lot better than 2, just because if you want, it's better to run AoE speed debuff. And with this team here, there's no one you can really replace for an AoE speed debuff unless you replace one of the jack-o'-lanterns. So basically this team is just for fun. It's not like a super good team, but if you do have these 2 jack-o'-lanterns built already for whatever reason, it is definitely possible to get them to work in a Dragons B10 team. I believe I've already made a video on each of these 2 individually. Like, I've made a Chilling video and a Smokey video, so you can check out those teams if you want to, if you want more ideas on how to use these guys. But I don't think they're that great together. I think they're better as individuals. just mainly because I think in Dragons B10 AoE speed debuff is super useful, and with this team it's just hard to fit an AoE speed debuff in. So this team in particular just finished in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. I didn't check what the other time was, but it was probably more or less like 3 minutes. So this is a pretty decently fast team if you are choosing to use a team similar to this. Now for the runes, I'll show you guys the runes on all 5 of these monsters real quick. So Chilling, here's his base stats. Feel free to pause it if you want. And I have him on an energy, focus, revenge with speed, crit rate, and attack. On Chilling, I would recommend that you run something similar to Violent, whatever you want. You could do Revenge, Blade, Focus, whatever. And then I would probably do something along the lines of Speed, Crit Damage, Attack, or maybe Attack, Crit Damage, Attack. And the stats to focus on are the Speed, Attack, Crit Rate, Crit Damage, and you want the accuracy so he can strip the immunity and land speed debuff. Next is Smokey. Here's my Smokey's runes. He's ruined pretty bad right now because I don't really use him ever. Here's his stats, and he's on Despair Blade with speed, crit damage, and attack. My recommended runes for Smokey is pretty much the exact same as Chilling. Violent and whatever you want after that with speed, crit damage, attack, or attack, crit damage, attack. Focus on speed, attack, crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy. Here's my Vertiheel stats. He's on Fatal Revenge with speed, crit rate, HP. So my recommended rune build for Verd is also going to be a Violent and whatever you want after that with speed, crit rate, and HP. If you want to, you can build him more with a damage build, but he'll work on just a support build. So if you are doing support, just worry about speed, crit rate, and HP. None of the other stats really matter. Here's my Bella's stats. She's on Violent Energy with speed, defense, and HP. My recommended build for Bella is pretty much what I've got. Violent and whatever, speed, HP, speed, defense, HP, whatever works. Try and get 55 accuracy on Bella because that's the accuracy cap in Dragons. And then she can reliably do the defense break and the buff strip. Stats to look for on her would be speed, HP, defense, and accuracy. Pretty simple. Here's my Vero stats. He's on Swift Energy with speed, HP, defense. The way to rune Vero is pretty much the same way you'd rune Bella. Violent and whatever, speed, HP, speed, defense, HP. Focus on speed, HP, defense, and accuracy. So that's all I've got to say about this team, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to tell me in the comment section, as well as if there's any other videos you'd like to see, mention that in the comments as well. But that's really all I have for today, though, guys. So may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows.